Technology has transformed the way we improve herd genetics, but the industry has been somewhat slow to adopt it. So for more on this, we're joined by Emily McNair, who's a breeding and genetics advisor with AACO, as well as a Graham Acton Beef Connections program mentee. Emily, thanks for being here. How important has this technology become, particularly to your own company?
It has been incredibly important. The likes of breeding technologies like AI, embryo transfer and IVF give producers, and particularly our company, the opportunity to be able to shorten the generational interval for implementing breeding changes. So the technology allows us to target very, very specific traits, and so that looks like traits to improve our efficiencies, but also for better animal welfare or disease resistance. It's incredible technology, it really is.
So why has it been slow to be adopted here?
There is quite a few trade barriers and quite a few challenges for the industry to actually adopt the technology. And so one of those would, probably the most significant one, would be the cost. On average in Australia, it's about $450 to produce an embryo. So it is quite costly technology. However, on the other side of the conversation is that we are undergoing an enormous regional vet shortage in Australia, and so what we're actually seeing is that there is not enough people with the skills to actually transfer or the scientific vigour to actually be able to produce and provide quality embryos out of IVF and embryo transfer labs.
Given that cost, does that mean that breeds such as Wagyu, which we know AACO is a leader in, is sort of really where that market is for at the moment then?
Certainly that's an enormous part of it, but also we definitely see a lot of embryo technology developing in the dairy industry. We are starting to see it as the cost starts to be sort of addressed. We will see it implemented across the wider industry, which is a big part of what I'm working towards at the moment.
You're not long back from USA. You went over there for their international conference. What are some of the tech they're getting into?
The most incredible technology over there, and it was incredible to have the opportunity to have so many people from across the world working in so many areas of embryo technology to actually see what they're doing and to hear about new developments. So one of the greatest developments over there has been in genome editing in embryos, and that gives enormous amount of opportunities for looking at disease resistance in herd animals, but we also got to see the likes of improved technologies in producing embryos and getting the conversion rates better, but also across other technologies like cloning and some amazing technologies.
That gene editing space is so interesting. We had Alison van Eenenam on here yesterday, and she was talking about the implications for pork at the moment, for fish in Japan, the hope that beef is to come, but of course a lot of it is that regulatory barriers they have to get past.
Absolutely, and it was the thing I was most amazed about is when I actually got to catch up with Alison at UC Davis, is seeing some of their research and development and how genome editing can actually be used in the medical and human medical industry. And so their applications for looking at preventing diseases in humans, it was incredible to see how it can be applied across so many systems.
Such an exciting space. Just lastly, what did you get out of doing the Graham Acton Beef Connections program?
What didn't I get out of doing the Graham Acton Beef Connections program? It was the most incredible opportunity, and in particular my mentor was so dedicated and pushed me to engage in opportunities and to reach out to people that I never would have gotten in touch with. So as much as it was a connection with my mentor, she facilitated connections with so many leaders, not only in embryo technology in Australia but also overseas. It was the most unforgettable journey. It's been incredible.
Emily McNair, thank you so much for your time. We are off to a break, but on the topic of genes, could beef be the answer for dairy's bobby calf? Stay with us.